Hey everybody, so we're live. We're going to do an AdWords review tutorial walkthrough in just a second. I'm going to let a few people just come in and make sure everything's working. As you know, I do these every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Let's see. Everything looks good. I'm going to move. Yep. All right, everything's looking good. I'm just going to fix a few things here. All right, so like I said, we're gonna wait a few more minutes while everybody joins. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the little chat box in the upper right-hand corner. And as more people join, just remember, ask as many questions as you want. That's what makes this fun for me and both for you guys. So we'll get started here in just probably one more minute. So before we get started, is there anything that anybody wants to know about AdWords? If not, we're just going to do a basic walkthrough. I'm going to show you how to start. Here, let me switch camera views, see if this works. I'm going to switch camera views to I think this is going to work. And there is a little bit of delay, so just keep that in mind. If you ask a question and it takes me a little while to answer, that is the reason why. On top of that, I'm going to try to do my whole talk, my whole walkthrough, and then take questions afterwards, but feel free to ask them at any point. So it's been about a minute. Anybody that's watching this in the future can always go back and scroll to see anything that we missed. So don't forget to like this video when you get a chance, and let's go ahead and get started with this. Working good. So the first thing you're going to do is you need to sign up for a Gmail account. If you don't already have a Gmail account, you're crazy. You should definitely have a Gmail account. Actually, sorry, there was an issue there, I think, with some feedback. All right. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to start at another issue right there. Okay. Boom. Now we should be good. And if there's still issues, I'll deal with it then. All right. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an AdWords campaign, your first AdWords campaign. And I'm going to actually do this live for a business that I have, Performance Nut Butter, a company I just launched. We're going to walk through the entire thing. The first thing we're going to do is obviously you need to sign up for Gmail if you don't already have Gmail so you can access AdWords. But after that, we're going to do some keyword research, figure out which keywords to do. And then we're going to build the ad and talk about negative keywords, some of my tips for that, as well as how to review the ads and some different advanced tactics and techniques. So once you have a Gmail account, which I already do up here, you're just going to click on AdWords. I Googled AdWords, click on there. Go ahead and click Start Now. And there is a bunch of coupons online. I tried to quickly find some coupons before this tutorial. I saw one for $75. It's okay. You can set up your AdWords account and always add a coupon later. So performancenutbutter.com. All right, so that's my website. You put your website in right there. I'm just going to link it with my regular AdWords account. That's one of the consulting accounts I did. Keith Hammocks right there. You probably won't see that screen. All right, so it's loading up. It'll just take a second here. And this is the new view, and you can switch to the old view, which I probably will later on. But for now, let's go ahead and use the new view, poke around here a little bit. The very first thing you're going to want to do is if you click up here, let's see here. So this layout's a little bit different than it used to be. The keyword planner is where I always recommend people start. And just to give you an idea of my product, because obviously depending on your product, it's going to be different. What kind of keywords you look for is going to be different. So my product, it's a keto, paleo, vegan snack. It's a macadamia coconut cashew blended nut butter. It comes in these little pouches. So I'm going to try to think of keywords that people would be searching for in Google to find it. So the first thing that comes to mind is macadamia butter, maybe coconut butter. If people are searching for these, they might be interested in my product. A keto snack, paleo snack. I'll leave it to those four for now, and then we'll think about more as we go. And let's go ahead and get some ideas. Okay, so this will do a few different things. One of the things is it'll tell me the average monthly searches right here for these different keywords. So that's half the battle. I see that keto snacks has quite a lot of searches. And look at macadamia butter is the bids are really cheap. So this data is very important. The bids are pretty cheap, but at the same time, there's not a lot of search volume. The next step is, let's say macadamia butter, because that seems interesting to me that The search is so cheap. What are people looking for? So look at what comes up here. That's macadamia nut butter, but a lot of it is, well, the first one's homemade macadamia nut butter. So the one negative thing is when someone searches for macadamia nut butter, they might just be looking to how to make their own macadamia nut butter. They might not be looking to buy it. But this is looks like that's a company here and that's a company here. So that's the first thing I would do. Keto snacks is another one that's interesting to me because there's not a lot of keto snacks. And I want to show you an example. Instead of just saying ketogenic snacks, I might say ketogenic snacks. And let's see if that comes up with a different result. Give it a second while it loads. And look at that. It's slightly different. It's more targeted down. It saves you a little bit money. So 1,000 to 10,000 people versus 10,000 to 100,000 people. So let's look at keto snacks. What happens if someone types in keto snacks? Okay, so it comes up with a bunch of keto snacks. So I think 30 low-carb keto snacks, 30 low-carb snacks, keto snacks to enjoy, ultimate healthy. All right, so at this point, there's a few different things I can do. I really like keto snacks, and I like macadamia butter. Those are two of the keywords I'm going to target. But if I scroll down, this will give me some other ideas of things that I might want to target. Keto diet, probably not specific enough. Someone searching for the keto diet is probably looking for information and not really looking to buy snacks. No carb snacks might be good. Macadamia nut butter, that might be good. Keto diet plan, probably not good. Zero carb snacks, that might be a good one. That's pretty cheap. But for now, let's just use macadamia butter and keto snacks is my two. So you can add them to your plan if you want, like this, and then go in here. You can download that or just copy that to the clipboard. I'll go ahead and download it as a CSV, even though I probably don't need to, because I'll probably remember it. All right, at this point, we know some of the keywords. So the first one I'm going to do is create a campaign on keto snacks. So I would just do a campaign called keto snacks. So new campaign there, select campaign type. This is going to be search network. We'll talk about all these other ones in a future episode. So I would normally go with sales or leads, but for the time being, I'm just going to go with website traffic because actually, sales or leads. Yeah, I'm just going to go for website traffic for now, just because it's easier to set up in the beginning phases. So campaign name, I'm going to call it Keto Snacks. And I recommend unchecking include Google search partners, unchecking include Google Display Network. If you want to do those, do them as a separate one. I also recommend only doing in the United States to start. If you're based in the United States or whatever country you're based in, just start there. And you can do separate campaigns for different countries because different countries are going to act differently. They're going to respond differently to your ads. Manual CPC. This is up to you whether or not you want to do the enable enhanced CPC, but I'm just going to do manual CPC for now. Enter a daily budget. I like $10. I think that's good. Start date. Yep, all this stuff is good. You can do all these site link extensions. All these more advanced things we'll talk about either later in this video or in a future video. But for now, we're just going to leave that alone. Call extensions are really good if you have a business where you need phone calls. Let's go ahead and do additional settings. I want to see if I'm forgetting anything. So there's all kinds of them. So instead of optimize, prefer best performing ad, I say rotate ads indefinitely, and this will help you split test ads. So you'll do two different ad copies, and you'll see which ad copy does better. It'll help you get better data, basically. And we'll describe this more in detail later on. Other than that, I think this is fine. You can change the ad schedule if you'd like, but for now, I'm not going to. I'm just going to say it's at all time. You might want to do from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that, but let's go ahead and save and continue. Next up, we're going to add an ad group, and we're going to call this Keto Snacks. For now, in the default bid, as we saw in the keyword planner, default bid was 136. So let's start there. Or the recommended bid was 136. We'll start there. You might want to even go higher just to test it. And then we'll just go with keto snacks. Just keep it very simple to start is my recommendation. I'm going to do broad match. And one thing you might want to do, I don't know if they're still doing this. I believe they are. But modified broad match is actually better. So if you put a little plus sign in front of it, it makes it very specific. Where if you don't put the plus sign in front of it, it'll say related things. So this will only allow keto and snacks. Well, it's actually more complicated than that. It'll allow any kind of search. Let me give you some examples. If someone were to, as long as they type in keto snacks, they can type in whatever they want. They could type in keto snacks, I don't know, Georgia. And that's fine. And my ad would show up. Keto snacks, test 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Mine would show up. But if you don't put the plus sign in front of it, then what Google will do is it'll allow things like keto treats, which even though keto treats and snacks are pretty much the same word, they're not, though. They don't perform the same. So by putting that plus sign in front of it, it makes sure that it has to be exactly what I say. So the other thing you can do is phrase match and exact match. So phrase match would be something like this: keto snacks target is fine, but keto target snacks would not be fine. It would also, so broad match basically applies as long as the word keto and snacks is in it. Any search will show up. Phrase match, keto and snacks have to be together, and then exact match will only show up when people type in keto snacks. I do have other videos that talk about this a lot more. If you just search AdWords on my YouTube channel, it'll go into depth about that. But for now, we are good. Let's go ahead and save and continue. So now at this point, we're going to create a new ad. And I recommend doing more than one ad, but let's start with the first ad. And I'm just going to make this up, so this isn't going to be super optimized. But I recommend having whatever the search keyword is in your title. So maybe it's the top keto snack, high fat. Let's see, headline 1. Performance nut butter is a high fat, amazing. That's too high. Performance nut butter. I see. I did not come prepared for this part, as you can tell, but I'm going to make it up on the spot. So the top keto snack, high fat dash high fat. I don't know if it'll allow me to have an equal sign, equals low fat. No, high fat. High fat, low carb, and high fat dash low carb, free shipping. Now, I might get dinged because of too many exclamation points. Let's do something like that. Display path, path 1, keto. I might just do keto because it'd be www.performancenutbutter.com/keto. And then we'll scroll down. We'll go to the description. And you can type a description in here if you want. You don't necessarily need to. Oh, so oops, this was the wrong line. That's my apologies there. It should actually be so for final URL, it's just performancenutbutter.com. So it should be the top keto snack, high fat, low carb. So performance nut butter is a long word, so that kind of, I might just leave it there for now. It's not optimized because it doesn't take up as much space as possible, but the top keto snack, high fat performance nut butter. Good enough. And then I can add a description in here, but for now I'm going to skip that part so you don't have to watch me struggle to come up with something. Tracking template. All right, save and continue. So we might do a second ad. So that could be the first one, the top keto snack. The next one might be instead, we'll do all the same stuff. In fact, instead of doing this, let's just copy it. So for one of them, we might, instead of doing the top keto snack, number 1 keto snack, high fat, low carb. Now, I think this one might do better because it has the number 1 in it. So it has the number sign and 1, and it also says high fat, low carb, which is good. Go ahead and do done. So now what AdWords is going to do is it's going to split test these 2 ads and see which ad performs better. Once we find which ad performs better, we can use that ad. We can turn off the low performing one, use the high performing one, and do another test. So I like this one already better, but you know, that's part of the fun of doing this is you come up with better ideas. The more you do it, let's see, you can't leave this blank. I'm not sure what I can't leave blank. Give me 1 second here. Maybe that description. We'll just add that for now. Okay, yeah, sorry, I couldn't leave the description blank. So that's a new feature, actually. I didn't have that before previously. So next up, let's go ahead and do another campaign. So we'll go through it again, this time instead using macadamia butter. And I like to do different campaigns based on different buckets, basically. So to me, keto snacks is one bucket. Macadamia butter is another bucket, and so on and so on. So as a reminder, we're going to go up to, let's go to all campaigns. Going to go ahead and click this plus sign, new campaign. Search network. Let's just go website traffic for now. Performancenutbutter.com. Go ahead and capitalize that. Unclick, include Google search partners. United States is fine. English, manual CPC, daily budget. I always like $10 as a daily budget. You can do 5 if you want or higher, but you know, don't go too high. Oh, one thing I forgot in the last, so people in your targeted location, not people or who show interest, don't do that. Exclude people that show interest, because just because someone's searching about the United States doesn't mean that I want to show them my product. All right, let's see what else we got. So if you wanted to, this is a different extension of adding prices. I don't have it set up properly right now. Let's see, new price extension. Yeah, this is a whole nother thing. This is a more advanced topic, but definitely worth checking out in the future. Let's see what else we got here. Review extensions, add reviews. This is another extension that would be really good. Leave some reviews on your ad. All these things are great, but they're more advanced. We're not going to talk about them right now. Go ahead and click save and continue. All right. Ad group name, macadamia butter. I'm just going to capitalize this. Default bid. Remember, the default bid was like 38 cents. Let's put 0.4. Macadamia butter. New ad. All right. So the final URL, once again, performancenutbutter.com. And I'd probably even take him to a product page and not just performancenutbutter.com. Headline 1. Macadamia, coconut, and cashew. Blended nut butter. So that would be the first ad I do. Oops, it's too long. So I don't need to put the word blended. Nut butter, free shipping. Boom. Macadamia. Coconut. Go ahead and done. Now I would probably do a copy and mix things up a little bit, but for now I'm just gonna leave it at. Now let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what else we could do. So maybe instead of macadamia, coconut, cashew blended, I could just macadamia nut butter dash with in the USA, free shipping. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and click done. So I made, as you can see, a few changes, nothing too drastic. Oh, technically, I guess I'm not allowed to add shipping. Or no, I'm not allowed to add the punctuation, excuse me. So at this point, we're pretty close to done. That's the most, you have up and running ads right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause these just because I'm not ready for them to run just quite yet. The next thing I want to talk about is negative keywords. So I did, oh, you know what? One little mistake I made that we should go in and fix. So that was my keyword, but we forgot to do the modified by putting the plus sign in front. Okay, so the next thing, so these are modified broad match, which means that as long as people type in, let's say, keto and snacks, doesn't matter what else they type in, my ad is going to come up. So what we want to do is we want to come up with some negative keywords. So let's go ahead and do that together right now. The number one way I recommend doing that is, I think it's ubersuggest.io. Let's go ahead and open a new tab. I believe that is the URL. Yes. So we're going to put keto snacks. So then what it's going to do is it's going to come up with all of these different searches. And these are the most popular searches. If you go to Google, let's go over here and type in keto snacks, you see these different things that come up. That's basically what Ubersuggest is doing. Then it goes Amazon, at Target, at Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Whole Foods, Costco, Walmart, store, grocery store. And all of these are negative keywords because if someone types in keto snacks at Target, I don't want my ad to show up because they're looking for keto snacks at Target, not keto snacks to buy online. So what I usually like to do is download all, well, no, I take it back. I like to start going through and clicking on any. So, and then as you do that, you'll see keywords selected. Oh, these are from last time. Keto snacks, Reddit, keto snacks on the go. Oh, actually on the go is fine. I like that. In fact, keto snacks on the go might be something that I target later. So I'm going to go ahead and save that and remember that for later. Keto snacks Amazon. Probably don't want to show my ad if someone's looking for Amazon. Keto snacks you can buy. That's another good one that I might want to target. Keto snacks Target. I don't want to show Target. Whole Foods. For travel's good. I might want to show that. So this is the fun part of negative. Finding negative keywords will actually find you good keywords that you would want to show to. Store bought, that's probably good. Costco, I don't want to show it for. UK, I don't want to show it for. Recipes, I don't want to show it for. Australia, India, Tesco, I don't want to show it for any of these. I don't know what ASDA is. Whole Foods, Walmart. So I would keep going down this entire list and doing all this, but I'm going to go ahead and skip forward right now and just go ahead and click download all of this. This will give me a list of all the negative keywords, all the words that I don't want to show the ad for. And you can go like this, Control C, Control F, go ahead and do replace all, boom. And to be honest, I think I don't need at to be in there. Actually, in fact, at might be its own negative keyword, because if someone's saying keyword snacks at somewhere, they're probably not looking to buy online. Replace all, boom, boom. All right, now I'm going to take all these, copy them. And what I like to do, and you have two ways of doing this. One, the simple way that's not optimal is to go into keto snacks, negative keywords, boom, paste it in there and save. That'll create negative keywords for just this campaign. You could do a different set of negative keywords for just this macadamia nut butter campaign if I wanted to add negative keywords there. Or let's see where it is in this new version. Negative keyword lists. So I like to do negative keywords lists. So this might be the big negative keyword. I'll just paste all that stuff in there. Go ahead and click save. Now what you can do is you can click on that. Oh, let me see. Okay, so let's go back to our campaign. Let's say macadamia butter. So you use a negative keyword list here, and then this. And then the benefit of this is, if I use this, let's say in this campaign and this campaign, I would only have to update the one big list and it would update it in both spots. So with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions. If anybody has any questions. All right, if you liked this video, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. I do have the e-commerce success pack. You can click up here in the upper corner. It includes an AdWords checklist for setting up your first AdWords campaign. You get a checklist there to set up everything that you need to make sure you're successful with your first AdWords campaign. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like the video, and I answer every single comment. So feel free to ask any question about AdWords and I'll be happy to respond. All right, we got a few people watching, I believe, still. So if you are watching it and you do have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and end this pretty soon. So I know there's a... All right, I'm going to switch to the camera mode just in case there is any questions. I don't know if there is any questions. I've been doing a lot of these YouTube lives lately, and a lot of times I don't think people have too many questions, which is okay. Let's see. Hopefully it's still working all right. I think there might be a little bit of a lag. Young Fetty said he's starting his shop today. Oh, it looks like there might be some lag here going on. Young Fetty, that's awesome. Are you going to be doing it on Shopify, or how are you doing it? And remember, if you don't already know, I do have a promotion. If you use my link, effectiveecommerce.com/Shopify, I give you a free one-on-one consulting session. I get a small kickback from Shopify. So as a thank you, I give you a consulting session, and I'll help you, set it up however you need. But Young Fetty, let me know, tell me a little bit about what you're doing. Leave it in the comments. Anybody else that has questions or comments, this is the chance to interact. This is why I do YouTube Live, is to be able to talk to people. Now it's just a waiting game because the delay, which stinks, but that's okay. I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna search. I'm gonna cruise around, look if I forgot anything on AdWords, and if not, then oh, we got some responses. Young Fetty, you should be going on Instagram. I'm sure I got some videos. In fact, that's a good video. I'll do. I think next week when I do my YouTube live, I'll do. I might have done that in the last YouTube live. I think I talked about that actually. So the question was, what social media Yep, Young Fetty, if you're going to be doing Shopify, make sure you niche down. I don't know if you've seen all my videos, but I got some videos that are great from you. Specifically, number one mistake people make. I think I have a video on 7 biggest mistakes that e-commerce entrepreneurs make. I have a whole bunch of videos. You can check on the effectiveecommerce.com Start Here page. I did a whole list of videos. Check out all the videos I did on the big mistakes that people make, because I see things over and over again, people making the same mistakes. So definitely make sure not to make those mistakes. Anybody else? I see there's at least a few other people out there watching this live stream. If you are, just let me know you're there. Just say what's up. If not, I'll end the stream. Obviously, if nobody's interested, but Young Fetty, I'm happy to see you're doing it. And yeah, clothing is tough. Clothing's not the best of all niches to be in, but that's okay. At least you're getting your feet wet. At least you're getting out there, getting started. All right, guys, I'm gonna wait till like 5:36. I say 5:36 my time. It's 2 minutes from now. And if there's nobody else that's got anything they want to talk about, then we can end it. Save the rest for next week. But Young Fetty, you can always leave a comment on my videos, and I usually respond pretty quickly, at least within a few days. So I'm always happy to help out. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream here. Hopefully that was helpful. If not, let me know how I can do better next time. I'll see you guys later.